Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2017 general reading. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, for all your comments, support, and feedback. Keep them coming. You guys are brilliant. Thank you so very much. Thank you to my regular clients for your consistent feedback and how our readings continue to play out in your lives. And to those of you who continue to reach out for one-on-one readings and keep me so busy doing so, thank you so very much for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you haven't read with me before, you can click on that About description button on my YouTube channel's homepage, which has a little more information and my email address. Please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. That's MAGGIE, MCGUIRE@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Current turnaround time for personal readings is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks. But since I do readings full-time 6 days a week, I'm usually able to get back with you pretty quickly and schedule a reading almost always within a 2-week period of time. I do career work and finance readings, love and romance, compatibility chartings, year overviews, channeled messages, and so on. So if you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well if you know them and if you can. They may resonate a little more predictably for you than your sun sign video. And watching all three gives you a more cohesive picture. It gives you additional insight and clarification because these are general readings and there's lots of you watching. So of course they're not going to mean the same thing to the same degree for everyone who watches. So try to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign videos as well. So moving right along, this video is for Sagittarius for June 2017. I continue to use the Gilded Tarot, and since we are doing the generals at the beginning of the month, there will be 8 cards, 2 cards for each week with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance. And since I am going to be keeping the love snapshots for the time being, you can look for those in a few days or a week since I am recording these at the end of May. So Sagittarius, June 2017, Sagittarius, June 2017. What is in store for the Sagittarians in this lovely month of June 2017? Okay, Sagittarius, we begin, if I can get the cards out, with the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Fool. We have the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups, followed by the Six of Swords, and Judgment, followed by the King of Swords. And your overall energy and advice is guidance. Okay. Sagittarius, it looks like a lot of you are wanting to break free for something or considering, maybe even daydreaming and fantasizing about having a new beginning. And that new beginning for some of you may be actually moving, relocating, moving away, or starting a new job too. It could be relationships too for some of you. Of course, there's a lot of you watching, so the specifics of the story that's going on in your life will vary, but the fundamental energy remains the same. The advice that I'm already seeing is it feels like a lot of you just want to make a break or start over maybe kind of fast, but the advice is to be a little more measured and thoughtful about it. So we find ourselves at the beginning of June 2017, Sagittarius, although I am recording these the end of May, with the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Fool. So Pentacles, earth energy. The energy of this suit usually manifests in the earthly, tangible part of our life. Often it's things like money, finance, property, real estate, career, job, etc. Tangible things we can see and touch and feel, or the tangible results of our efforts. Aces represent the number 1, beginning, potential, a lot of promise at the beginning of something. The Ace of Pentacles is a tangible new beginning. This is a new beginning that's visible, that we can see and touch and feel. It often comes up for moving, relocating, starting a new job. Sometimes it can represent a sudden influx of money of some kind. So some of you may be, I feel like there's more consideration energy, but some of you may actually be in process of this, moving, relocating, starting a new job. Some of you may have gotten a sudden unexpected windfall of cash or of resources that enable you to have this new beginning, or you've gotten this sudden influx of money or resources and you're considering what to do with it, wanting to break away, maybe have a fresh start somewhere. You're considering the possibilities because that Ace of Pentacles is paired with the Fool, my favorite card in the tarot. The Fool represents new beginnings, kind of the breath before the new beginnings. The Fool actually represents that space that's so small but yet so infinite, in between something coming to an end and right before something else begins. That place where anything is possible, everything is possible. The possibilities themselves are limitless. You're kind of considering things. The Fool is also about breaking away, stepping off the well-trodden path and doing something perhaps completely new or outside of your comfort zone, or maybe you should consider it. Some of you may be thinking about moving somewhere completely new, moving, relocating, starting a new job, starting something new, breaking away. I feel like for a lot of you, you're in consideration mode. You may have gotten, like I said, money or resources, and you're wondering what to do with them. How can I do, what do I do with this? Starting a new beginning, or just simply wanting to break away, wanting to move away from, perhaps you've been through a rather difficult time lately. Could be with job or career or relationships as well. So next to that, we have the combination of the Seven of Pentacles followed by the Page of Cups. So cups is water energy. That's the element which governs cups. This suit manifests in the emotional area of our life, our emotions and feelings and our relationships, all different kinds of relationships, how we relate to people, and how our feelings affect our relationships as well. Pages can represent young people or children. They often represent messages, news, information coming to you. This could be a message of love or a message which is emotional in nature. For some of you, it could be a child, a young person, a baby. Some of you may be having a baby or finding out you're pregnant and considering moving because of that. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is a message, a news, a piece of information somehow, which is emotional in nature, and it may provoke an emotional response as a positive one, though. But it leads you to this place, it puts you in this place of kind of reflection, contemplation, because it's paired with the Seven of Pentacles, so more earth energy here. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of contemplation, of reflection. It's looking at where you have invested yourself, your energy, your time, your money, your heart, etc. It's taking a look around at what you have in your life today. It could be in a specific area of your life. It's harvest time on this card. And this woman's getting ready to pick what's grown. She's planted the seed. She's tended her harvest. She's tended her crop. She's taken care of it. And now the fruit is ripened and it's ready to pick. But she's looking to see what she's gotten out of it. Did she get back what she put into it? Did she get back more? Is it worth picking and growing the same crop? Or should she pick it and leave and do something somewhere else? So it's a card of taking a look at what you have in your life. I feel like for some of you there's a thread of dissatisfaction or unfulfillment. You may have gone through a challenging time or a difficult time recently, and something may have happened and you're wanting to break free, you're wanting to do something different, and you're trying to figure out what that is, and you're considering all the different possibilities there are, all the options there might be, what your resources are, and how to go about doing it. Now next to that we have there's definitely this moving away energy. With the next set of cards we have the Eight of Cups followed by the Six of Swords. So more emotional energy here with the Eight of Cups. This is a card of walking away, of turning your back, definitively turning your back on that which you have found to be disappointing, unfulfilling, dissatisfying. It may have been something that you were excited about in the beginning, but it's run its course, you're done with it, or it's turned out to be something different than what you thought it was. And again, because there's so many of you watching, this is a general video, what the specifics are going to vary, but there is a general sense of I'm no longer getting joy and fulfillment or satisfaction out of this, so I'm going to turn my back and leave, walk away. There is a sense of surveying the horizon, again, that contemplation, reflection energy, maybe not quite sure yet what direction you're going into, but knowing that you want a new start, a fresh start, a new beginning. And it's paired with the Six of Swords. Here we have air energy. Swords is about what goes on up in here. It's cerebral, mental, intellectual energy. It's about our words and our ideas and how we communicate them, our belief systems and perspectives. It's about truth and clarity as well. It can also be about higher education, learning. The Six of Swords is another card of moving away from something. It's a healing, peaceful, restorative energy. A little quieter, maybe even a little somber, but positive. It's about moving away from a chaotic or turbulent, painful, or challenging time in your life. If you could see the water behind this boat, it would be very wavy and choppy and turbulent, but you're moving into a time that's more balanced, peaceful, serene. It's a card of healing. It's transitional. You've left the worst behind you. You're not quite to the other shore and settled yet, but you're on your way. You're moving there. I feel like for a lot of you, you're really just wanting to move away. It's just, I feel like for a lot of you, you already know you're either in process, you already know you are, but there is this sense of being careful about how you do it, not being too spontaneous and impulsive, choosing your directions, what's feasible, what's practical, what do you have the resources for, etc. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have the combination of Judgment and the King of Swords. And I'm feeling this more as advice, and particularly with your overall energy and guidance being Temperance. So Judgment is it's a major arcana card, so significant, profound energies, fingers of the divine, as I like to call them, God's spirit, your angels and guides. Judgment is a call to action. It is a call for movement, a call to take action, but to be careful about how you do that, to take a step back and kind of, again, like this thread is in this reading, to kind of look at everything, consider everything. What are your options? What's practical? What's reasonable? What do you have the time, the resources for? And before you make any decisions or set anything into motion, because Judgment has an air of finality about it, which means that whatever choice you make, whatever path you choose, whatever you set into motion is going to stick. You're not going to be able to come back from it or come back from it easily. So make sure that it's really what you want, that you've thought everything through and planned it out before you set anything into motion. And it's paired with the King of Swords, which is very similar energy. Kings and Queens represent individuals who have reached the achievement of their suit, the full mastery of the elements of their suit, or the advice is energy to manifest that energy. So since Swords is mental, cerebral, intellectual energy, truth, illumination, clarity, honesty, integrity, the King of Swords is all about being practical, direct, to the point. The King of Swords wouldn't mince words. He will tell the truth. He gets to the heart of the matter. There's no fantasy, illusion, or BS with this individual. It's all about manifesting this energy. Combined with the Judgment card, it's all about being very practical and clear-headed about how you affect these changes, considering your options, choosing one, and setting your steps into how you're going to, again, achieve this new beginning, deciding where you're going to go. For some of you, this King of Swords is going to represent someone who's going to be playing a significant role at or towards the end of June 2017. Paired with the Judgment card, it could be it could be somebody in a position of some leadership or authority, or even a legal judgment sense, but I'm not really getting that in terms of a channeling intuitive sense. But it could be somebody who plays a significant role in helping you decide how you're going to move through this month, where you're going to go, what your options are. And the King of Swords would be a very good person to seek out guidance and some feedback as well, because he's such a clear, practical thinker, and he may think of things that you might not think of. This could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone who strongly manifests the character traits of the King of Swords. I'm not getting a particular intuitive sense off this, so it'll be interesting to see what the feedback for the King of Swords is. I feel like for a lot of you, it's energy that you need to draw on, but for some of you, this is going to be someone significant in this with you as well. Now, your overall energy and guidance is the major arcana card of Temperance. Temperance is about temperance. This is about balance, harmony, walking the middle line, holding opposite extremes in unison and harmony without losing your balance. My favorite analogy for temperance on a mental and emotional level, temperance is like being in the middle. Think of a seesaw or teeter-totter. When you're on the outside edges, you're kind of at the mercy of external forces, elements, the wind, people, emotions, going up and down. You can lose your balance quite easily. Temperance is about being in the middle on a mental and emotional level, kind of being in alignment, staying grounded, finding that place of serenity, of acceptance, awareness, trusting your instincts and intuition, faith, which keeps you in balance. So even though the outside edges may go up and down, you may wobble a bit, but when you're in the middle, you're more likely to keep your balance and less likely to fall off and kind of get all, mentally and emotionally, land on the concrete. We don't want that. So it's about, it feels like, again, it's like moving away. I want a new start. I want a fresh start, but plan this one out. Be careful in how you do it because it's going to set the stage for quite some time. So moderation, balance. You may have a King of Swords sort of person in your life to seek out guidance and advice from. And that's just about all I'm getting from that, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, that pretty much wraps up your June 2017 general readings. I hope you have enjoyed them. I hope they brought you a little food for thought in how to navigate through June. Stay tuned for the love snapshots, which will be coming along after the generals, probably within a week before the mid-months. And again, if any of you would be interested in a personal one-on-one tailored just for you reading with me, click on that about or description button on my YouTube channel's homepage. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. You can also find me through that same email address on PayPal for those of you who feel so inclined as to donate in support of my channel, any amount, $1 or more. And thank you very much for those of you who have and continue to donate in support of my channel. I am saving up for a new computer and audio system to streamline my channel, make it a bit better. So thank you very much for those of you who do contribute. I will see you all again in a little while, about a week, for the love snapshots. And until then, as always, Sagittarius, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.